Hello, welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Nathalie, and as you can see, the audio of what I'm saying is not in sync.
Kind of giant voodoo egg beater to stir up that unsanitary mess.
If I can unlock the cauldron's lid, I might be able to thrash their production and build up enough steam pressure to get launched up to Ruby's Skull Temple.
Okay, sounds like we've got a plan. To get around that thing, try moving in the shadows made by the masks so that the guards won't see you.
It's not in sync with the webcam. That is because I forgot to save the audio that I recorded of me talking. I had it recorded and then I didn't press save. So yeah, I'm just going, and the webcam is automatically recorded on top of the gameplay, so I can't get that out. So you will just have to be, I know it sucks, okay, but I can't really go back and play this again for the first time.
Bones and body parts. I'm telling you, the health department's going to come down big time on this dope.
We can't get to that chest right there yet. We have to wait a little bit until we're upstairs and then we can get down. Maybe we can make a jump here, but I've always found it more safe to do it from upstairs. So I will just add some commentary as we go along. Not all that I'm saying down, but which I did on the webcam, of course, because I don't know what I said. I kind of remember, so I will just give you that. Here I just didn't remember how we had to defeat him. I was like, how are we going to get to him? And I just thought I have to jump here, but of course you have to destroy the candle. It opens that plate up, and then you can get to him. The cute little turtle. He gets so shy when you get near him. And I know that I look very serious as I'm playing these games. That is just my face, okay? When I'm playing a game, I enjoy it, but I'm so focused, mainly because I don't want to screw up. Especially now that I record this for YouTube. Like, I want to pretend that I'm kind of good at the games, but I'm not. So that's why I have this resting bitch face that is just very focused. That's just my face, okay? The thing that I'm most happy about is that the delay is gone. Because that was messing me up for so many jumps, and I hated after I was making the videos and editing them. I was like, whoa, I complain a lot about delay, but it was so annoying. When you try to do a jump right and then the game is like, nope, you were delayed. And you're like, no, I wasn't, but I know that it seems like that. Here I was just surprised that none of the other guards were responding to it, especially the second guard up on that second level. Like, why is he not responding to his pal getting destroyed? Like, he's even doing the whistle thing. And here we're just looking down to see if we can jump down here, because we still need those bottles. Which I think we could have gotten in another way, but this is my preferred method.
It's Raccoon, that's right. I know you're here. I've seen it in the stars. It's all over my tea leaves. I'm in your mind, Raccoon. I know your game.
I love her voice. I don't know who did the voice of Miss Ruby, but it's so good. I love it. And yeah, I didn't see those 3 bottles on the left. I was too focused on not getting laser zapped. So I end up finishing the level without them and then going back for them.
This must be the source of all the disgusting green soup.
And of course the little turtle boy is going to throw his head again. So we take this out to make it a little bit easier to get through this area. His head also brings down the entire thing. Which I realized just a bit too late. But we can't die from it anymore, so that is something. Don't know what it is, but it is something. And then we just go back to kind of look in a relaxing way if there are any bottles left here. Of course, at this point I didn't know that those 3 bottles were at the beginning. No one notices me destroying these things even though they're very close. Maybe they are too focused on the voodoo stuff that they do. And we found a safe, and then we find out that we are still missing 3, and I had no idea where they were. I like that this level has 3 tiers and that you can see the lower tier beneath it. It's really cool. And then of course we have the key, but then I realized like we have to go back for those 3 freaking bottles. Because you get these upgrades in a certain order. So if you want a later one, then you first need to get the other one. So it doesn't matter in which way you play the levels with and getting all the bottles, you still receive the same order of upgrades. Even if I had skipped the first world and all of the bottles, then I still would have gotten that upgrade that I got first in another world. Now we can finally get it.
To enter the vault code. These codes are nothing before my righteous analytical ability. The combination
He has a good
has
ego.
to be 571. Mind bending. It's Matthew de la Coupe's perpetual slow motion technique. With this move, you can slow down time whenever you want, not just while jumping. Hold down the triangle button to use it.
The funny thing is that I spent time getting all these bottles and all these upgrades, but I never used them. This minigame. You can see by my face like I was so in the mood for this. When I was playing it on my own back in December, I had such a difficult time getting through this level. And this time, it went surprisingly well.
Sort of high-energy cannon. Use the left analog stick to move and aim the right analog stick in the direction you want to shoot. Remember, you
This
can
is one
only
of those
shoot in one
levels
direction while moving in another.
which just gets my adrenaline pumping because I want to do it right. I'm not good with coordination and shooting at the same time. We all know that from Ratchet and Clank. And you're going to find out in Sly Cooper 2, which I'm recording right now. Well, not right now, but I've been busy with that game for the first time in my life, and it's so cool to see it and to experience it for the first time. But yeah, a lot of coordination and shooting and moving at the same time, and I'm not good at that. Why do I play these games? Because I absolutely love them, and I'm not going to let me not having skills prevent me from playing a game that I love. Or franchise that I love. First time that I ever played this, I got killed so many times. But that's because as I'm shooting, I forget to steer as well. I'm just so focused on killing what is coming at me that I forget that to move can save my arse. And sometimes the adrenaline gets so bad that I rush. And I shouldn't do that, I should take my sweet time. But I don't always do that. But yeah, so this is the phase of high intensity of my part where I'm just like, okay, relax, it's going to be fine, just keep moving, keep shooting. Just don't forget to shoot, just keep moving and shoot.
According to my paranormal scanner, that flowing soup is really highly charged ectoplasm. It's just got to be the source of power for those headstone generators.
I'm just so lucky with the horseshoes. And this I've never made in one go. Usually I try to stay away, but it's like maybe if I get close it will work, because then they get shy or a little bit afraid. And here I was like, this is what always messes me up. There are just so many ghosts coming that I don't find an opening to actually destroy something. So we sacrifice a horseshoe to get this one down. Because it actually takes some time for the ghosts to respawn. It's like just stay in one place and then just steer for shooting. And we made it. I was like, okay, what else is coming? But no, we made it. In one go without dying. Yes, the horseshoes helped a darn lot, but I was so proud of myself. But then I forgot that the worst minigame was still to come. But it's not a bad minigame. Let me say, it's not bad gameplay. I'm so bad at it. And here I was like, okay, where do we have to go? But of course, there was a little trampoline on the side where we just were. Which I didn't realize until we were halfway through this. For the second minigame, I realized and I was like, oh no. I had to replay this so many times. But I managed.
Hay and feathers in here, just looking at this place has got me breaking out in hives. But we've got no choice. That ghost over there contacted me on Spectre Wave Radio, and we've cut a deal. He's promised us a key if you can whack 50 chickens. I guess he needs them to make a big pot of gumbo, but he's scared of the bob-totem roosters. Be careful, or they'll blow you to bits. Think you can do it?
Would the ghost be blown to bits by Bumvo? I call bullshit on that. Yeah, this is a very chaotic game. You have a limited amount of time to whack 50 chickens, and at some point there are going to be these roosters that want to blow you up. And the idea is that you don't avoid them like I do now, but you blow them up by letting them walk into each other. Not get blown up yourself. But I just spent so much time avoiding them, trying to avoid them and whacking the chickens, that sometimes I was very close, but then I ran out of time. Or I got bumped by the chickens, by the roosters. It was going so well for this one. But I didn't realize. I didn't look at the left bottom of the screen. I was just so focused on not getting killed and working the chickens that I didn't see that there was a time limit at first. So you can see it running out, and I'm absolutely not worried about that because I have no idea that it's even there. Blissful ignorance. So here I was like, why did what happened? I thought I had done it myself, but no. And I will spare you all the times that I died. That would have been another... that would have taken some time. He was like, just hurry up before something else comes out and kills me. Yeah, my heart was pounding like a madman. I get so focused on these games and I get it gets so intense for me. How these guards get killed, I'm so sorry, little guards. But now we get up to one of my favorite boss fights of all time.
Sly tried jumping on the lid of that cauldron.
Bentley was like, he's not moving fast enough.
I'm sure it'll work to launch you up into Biz Ruby's Skull Temple.
It did. This is one of my favorite boss fights, but I get killed so many times because
I could feel that Cooper vibe coming. Most distastefully bad juju.
Yeah, well, you give me the creeps too, lady.
she has
Cooking up
bad
an army
juju.
of ghosts isn't a very neighborly pastime.
Oh, Sly. I see your mouth a moving, but all I hear is blah, blah, blah. Well, if jaws need to flap, then let them flap. See you in the next world, Sly Cooper.
So yeah, my theory is that there's something with my controller and it just doesn't really pick up when I click something. Not all the time at least. And I will keep saying that until my end of my days. No, but yeah. So what helps for me with this boss fight is just spamming the button.
True. Why don't I have my servant Chumley escort you over here?
All right, what's the catch?
Oh, not much. Just a little game I like to play with all my annoying guests. I want to see how well you pay attention.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll unleash my mighty mojo magic upon you. If you repeat what I do, you'll dodge it just fine. If not, you'll get zapped.
A little voodoo, Simon says, huh? Sounds easy enough.
I like that this was so different from any other boss fight. Yeah, and there we messed up. So rough. But I won't show you all the deaths. Again, that would just take so much time. So here I changed tactics and just spammed that button. Horseshoe. So that is the sound of the drum. Don't know why they added that, but that is just me spamming the buttons and then it works for me. My thing is just don't give her the time to attack you, then just immediately jump to her and whack her. And I really love this boss fight just as you come closer to her. And it's not a traditional boss fight where you just whack 'em and whack 'em and whack 'em. I like the change of pace in that. But it's still intense, because you have to keep focused at all times. You don't really get a moment to breathe. Voodoo. It's so clever though. You gotta love the chickens that are dancing with her. If I was her, I would speed it up as he came closer though. Going with the little mosquito. I was just repeating after her so that I could remember. She's getting desperate at this point. And then she tries to mess you up, but she can't. Yay, we did it!
Some rhythm, Raccoon. But it won't help you none if you're fixing to go after the Panda King. He's tough, with a capital T. If you go poking around his stronghold in China, you're likely to get poked back.
Yeah, well, if he's anything like the rest of you, I think I'll manage.
Yeah, sure.
Ms. Ruby's
A bit
section
too
of
confident.
the Raccoonist held notes from my pioneering ancestor, Slighton Common. His invisibility technique allowed him to steal from corrupt pharaohs and greedy noblemen. Right on schedule, Inspector Fox's arrival cued my exit. The production of zombies, made illegal in the World Peace Accord of '71, earned Ms. Ruby a life sentence behind bars. While the gang and I enjoyed a few weeks in the tropical sunshine, working on our tans in preparation for our next caper.
I like how the villains don't get killed, but they are just apprehended by the law.
Travel plans to China have all been worked out.
Let's see what the Panda King has in store for us. I've never played this level. I always stopped after Miss Ruby.
The time I needed to study up on the Panda King. Born penniless, he was fascinated by the fireworks rich noblemen set off every New Year's. He spent a decade learning the art. But when he tried to offer his fireworks to the noblemen, they couldn't see past his shabby clothes and chased him away. Humiliated, the Panda King took revenge on those who shunned him by using the very tools of his art for crime. The fiendish five
Bit
recruited him
rustic.
as their demolitions expert, and from then on, his explosive touch became feared worldwide. He's rumored to be perfecting some new firework technique high in the unstable Kunlun Mountains of western China.
So yeah, this is the first time seeing this gameplay. As I was playing it, of course, because I never continued after Ruby. I don't know, I lost interest. That always happens with me in games, just like with Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, so we are going to continue next episode with normal audio. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you then. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.